So what is going on, crypto YouTube people? Right now, markets are trading sideways, seeing some massive deviations and liquidations in the market. But one thing that is stirring the markets up like crazy is this Aster disaster situation with the new token behind that was backed by CZ. And this is where a lot of people have been, really allocating to this new coin, this pretty much new DEX that came out. Had a whole bunch of meme coins that were pretty much displayed on this trading platform. And we have been seeing a massive plummet in the coin itself, which has been leading a lot of people on X to pretty much say that CZ needs to go back to prison. We're seeing a whole bunch of different perspectives. I even, got a little bit more of a perspective from Grok in terms of how, we saw Aster become into the coin it is today. And there was a lot of rebranding that actually took place. And then from there, we had CZ back it. And right now, there's a lot of, funky action that is taking place, mainly due to the fact that there is a lot of large wallets that are really holding most of the liquidity in the asset itself. And this is where we pretty much talk about not FOMOing into, super hyped coins, and not just coins in general, the narratives that get pushed. Now, is Aster completely done? No, I don't think so. I think it's going to be having, a little bit of a correction, especially with all the negative news around it, all this, mixed perspectives and mixed feelings about exactly how CZ backed the coin and how he's going about his business currently with, all the dips with the meme coins on the platform. So this is where it's getting really crazy, and a lot of people are wondering if they should sell their Aster, if they should be buying into Aster right now. I think this is a really good option for anyone that's been looking for a position to get in, just because of the massive dips that we're seeing and how everyone believes that it's just over, it's done, it's a wrap, that it's gone. But I don't think that's the case. There's multiple narratives that we've seen in the market where people were all over it and then they died, and then from there, it slowly led itself back into the spotlight, and from there people made some massive gains. And I think Aster is just the most latest position in there. People were talking about how it was going to compete with Hyperliquid and all these other different ways that it was going to change the space, and people have a lot of belief in CZ himself. And I just thought it was really funny because whenever it all started, I really thought that I missed my window on it, and I even talked about it on this channel, how you can't really play, every super hype movement that takes place in the market. If you're one of those individuals, congratulations, hats off to you. I'm hoping that you're winning. It's just so consistent, and it's so not on point with everything going on in the market. You got to just be glued to the screens and know everything that's going on, and most of us don't have all that time, so you can't play every single dope play that comes into the market. But I think this really pours into the fact that you shouldn't really be FOMOing into an asset, especially whenever the markets are teeter-tottering right now. There's a lot of expectations around the top for Bitcoin based off of previous cycles, and on my channel I try to give you guys market updates around exactly what's going on a day-to-day basis. But with this whole Aster situation that took place, it pretty much got me to my attention to start looking into the asset itself, how it came into play, why it started to deviate the way that it deviated, and what the future of this asset is. Like how I said, I do not believe it's over. We're experiencing a lot of liquidations in the market, and as a result, of course, DEX platforms are going to be taking hits. And whenever we see a whole bunch of liquidity move into one portion of the market, it's only a matter of time before we see that liquidity get moved into another portion of the market or get completely taken out of the market. This has happened multiple different times throughout the cycle. I just think it's really crazy that this is one of the latest ones, and it was backed by someone that just got out of prison due to a whole bunch of fishy, scammy stuff with crypto, just for him to jump back into this Aster fiasco and have some sort of similar action. So this was really crazy. Are you someone that was affected by the Aster situation? Do you still believe in the coin? I'm really interested to hear everyone's perspective around the asset. If you are still investing into it, do you really still believe in the DEX platform and kind of why he's backing it? Did you know about the rebranding behind Aster and what it was beforehand? There's a lot of information on that. I was just talking to Grok about it, which was really interesting, breaking it down for me and giving me a little bit of the timeline, why everyone feels so down in the dumps about it. And then also from there, what the the future of the asset looks like. So drop me a comment down below, guys. Let me know your experience, if you were affected, if you didn't buy, if you're happy that you didn't buy, or if you're thinking about getting a position on it right now. I'm gonna drop a crypto market update later on tomorrow, guys, to let you know what is going on. And then from there, we can pretty much dive into a little bit more on our predictions moving into next week. The Fed rate cut decision is already coming up as well. The government shutdown is not looking like it's gonna stop, which is not looking too hot for multiple different reasons. More than likely due to the fact that we're not gonna be getting accurate data. Sorry, hit the camera a little bit. We're not gonna be getting accurate data from the Fed, which is gonna be having an effect on those, rate cuts, revisions, and all these other different things around inflation in the labor market. So stay tuned. If you guys have any questions or suggestions, drop them down below, and I'll be sure to catch you guys in the next one. Peace.